Andre, are you there?
Yo, what's going on there?
Hey, everything is good. I wanted just to hear from you what it's been like having your first training camp with somebody other than Tony for, I think, probably your entire boxing life. Now that you're working with him.
Yeah.
Has it been? How different is it, and what kind of changes are there? And are you learning new things, or are you just fine tuning things that are already there? Just sort of take me through what it's been like. Because you've got to be so used to being the same kind of camp for so many years, amateur and
yeah, definitely. I mean, this right here, definitely a different situation for me. It's definitely how do I say it? I'm not sure so many of the right words, but definitely it's a tough training camp. Technical training camp, and very these guys are really precise in what they do, and things they want you to work on, and it's not just going to camp and just working the same routines and just getting in shape. These guys here they definitely just work on strategy and a lot of repetition. And they definitely, just pound that into you and ensure that you're, get the game plan right. So it's definitely a training camp that I love. It's different, but it's definitely effective. And I'm excited to show the skills on 2027. Sure.
Well, Andre, what has been the biggest difference than the way that Virgil runs a camp with a fighter compared to the way Tony ran a camp with you? I'm just trying to get ideas. Is it more, different time of day, different type of things you work on? Is he more laid back? Is he swinging more? I mean, what is the main thing that you were like, wow, this is different than what I'm used to for the last, years of my life?
It's different. I mean, here, like the schedule situation is kind of up and down. Back home in Florida, we always had the same routine, the same schedule. Every day. Here, things maneuver, things change, and they definitely go by. How you feel, and they definitely work a lot smarter than just a lot harder. Of course, they work harder, but they definitely work a lot smarter. I come from from my dad and Tony and everybody back home. We just used to just work hard as hell. That's it. We pound that out every day. Just try to just get in the best shape possible. And once you reach a level like this right here, you want to try to work a lot more smarter than just they're like pounding your body out and working as hard as possible. But like I said, both coaches are great. When you just have different strategies on how to work.
Is there one thing that Virgil is sort of trying to beat into your head as far as we need to do this that might have been different before?
Yeah.
Whether you want to talk about moving your head or defensively or something with one of your offensive punches. What is he telling you the most?
Like coming out here, Virgil, of course, I've known since I was like 13, but just being here and him just watching me, go through camp and get in better shape and just see, just all my skills. He definitely sees that I'm a tremendous athlete, so it doesn't take too much just to maneuver and just to change a couple of things. So just basically, just on the defensive point or just on, just sitting on the ropes, getting too comfortable with doing this, doing that, because I used to get a lot comfortable, in training camps, before, and I picked up a lot of bad habits, because of that. So it's just the fact on just me, just being an athlete as I can be, and just staying sharp, and just staying alert, and not just getting comfortable and picking up bad habits and going back to the basics on things. So Virg, he definitely, continues to point that out for me. He doesn't let me get lazy. He doesn't let me, get comfortable in there, and he knows what I can do. Like I said, he's watched me since I was 13 years old, an amateur, so he knows I'm capable of, and this camp here, I've definitely been able just to blossom and just be able to try to work on my techniques, and like I need to. Somebody on my ass on the regular.
What's the one bad habit, like the worst habit, let's say, that he's trying to work out with you?
Man, it's kind of hard to stay on the phone, Dan. I mean, I don't wanna, put too much information out.
Okay, fair enough.
But we working on just a lot of different things. We're working on a lot of different things, but definitely, improved in a lot of different areas. And just like I said, I'm the type of guy that I'm a tremendous athlete already. So it just takes little things for me to change some things up. If it's just me, letting my back leg touch the ropes, we can say one word and just me just hearing that I can slip off the ropes or just me just working my jab, me just doing this, me just doing that. It just takes little signals, that I react quickly, instead of, me being in a position that, being very talented and been working with the team, for so long, and they know what I'm capable of. But in the gym, back home, they used to let me just get away with just a lot of things just because they know how talented I am. They know that, when fight time comes, I'll be ready to go. But in time, sometimes you just create those bad habits just by just continue doing them in the gym and they start sitting on you and they start just being, first nature. So, just working some things about it and just getting back sharp like I need to be, but like I said, Tony, he's a tremendous coach, man, he's one of the best in the game. He brought me to the Olympics, he brought me to two-time world champion. He's a tremendous guy, but I just feel like there's need to change.
All right, Andre, thank you very much for everything. Good luck next week.
Appreciate it.
Our next question comes from Len Satterfield with The Ring.
Hey, Andre, how you doing?
What's up?
Hey, thanks for the conversation the other day. Talked to Virgil Hunter today, and he said that the biggest thing he wants to see you do is to develop your own identity in the ring. He specifically pointed out that the shoulder roll that you tried to do against Guerrero, he had never seen that before. What does he mean by that? What do you gather he means by that? By the things that you guys are working on, and are you developing the identity that you think he wants you to develop?
Yeah, because that's just a situation. I believe that, just like I said, he's watched me for many years in amateurs. And, a lot of people in general, they've watched me come up, as a top prospect in boxing, and they see that, I have my own style, but in time, just going through, like, the ranks, like I say, I'm just being a young fighter, just continue, just watching, the fighters and trying to pick up, certain things or just trying out certain things. It might not be for you. It might not be for you at the end of the day. So it's just the fact of just getting back, to the basics on what I do. And that's to, stay sharp, stay behind my defense, work my jab, and work my strong combination, and just be me at the end of the day, but it's, but it's very easy, for anybody to pick up certain things and just try to try them out to see how, see how they affect, to see how they work for you, but it's the fact of just trying to do you, and that's work behind that defense, and staying sharp, I have the hand speed, I have the power, I have the athleticism, just the fact of just putting everything together, and I believe, being here in camp, Berg is able to see all of that, so he feels that I can do whatever I want to do, but it's better just to stick to me and just do what I do.
Did you kind of lose your identity? Did you get away from what you used to do and kind of get lost, and you just more or less were throwing things against the wall to see if they stuck?
Yeah, the thing with me, man, I'm everybody that knows me, man, from back home, they know I'm a hard worker, and they know that every time I go out, I try to improve, and they know that I'm always looking for things just to be better. and just me just going to the gym, I'm just working on different things and just trying to see how they work for me and see how they can improve my game or just try different things and see if it's not too well for me, so so I think it was almost kind of too much of trying to try other little things to to a point that almost kind of confuses you, to a point. And just, this league is better just to, just try to perfect your own game. Just try to perfect you and what you're doing. You know what I'm saying? So, I think that's where, everything pretty much came together for me. We really sat down and we really, analyzed a lot of things. We've been working on a lot of different things in camp and we definitely made that understood. And just being here in camp, we've been seeing tremendous improvements. Just not just me, just being that old Andre Berto, that ferocious kid, that kid that stays behind his tight defense, works with you, having work combination, and I'll be able to pretty much do whatever I want to do. From time to time, of course, I can work a lot of other little small things, but don't be so committed on it. Just pretty much just stay who I am.
The last thing he said was confidence. You seem to be developing a confidence in what you're doing right now and bringing to an identity. Are you confident you can, against a guy like Soto Karass, who's rugged, kind of unorthodox, and is always involved in brawls, can you stay away from what you did in your last two fights, which wasn't what you're saying now?
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, like I said, just just being here, man, just just everywhere around. I just improved, mentally, physically, spiritually, just all the way around. He sees it. Verge sees it. He sees it. I'm getting back to where I need to be, and that's being a fighter that's in tremendous shape. And that's being a fighter that's supremely confident, and as being a fighter that just looks like I can do whatever I want to do in there. And when I'm on point, and when I'm at the best I can be, there's nobody in the welterweight division that can do anything with me. So he's been seeing it, and like I said, man, we're in tremendous shape, and it doesn't matter, what it gets to. He's seen me, box kids' heads off out here in the gym. At the same time, he sees me stay behind that defense and, just bang it out. But of course, we're going to try to be smart in there and just try to pick our shots and do exactly for him.
Andre, thank you very much. Can I talk to Jesus?
Yes, I'm the best.
Hey, talking about, Andre is really working on getting back to where he says he used to be. Do you feel confident that you can get him out of his game, that once he gets hit, he'll go back to what he was in his last two fights, which is more your style and what you've been doing pretty much in all of your fights?
Jesús, deja traducir, Jesús. La pregunta es, escuchaste un poquito lo que dijo Andre. Dijo que él quiere regresar a lo que era él antes, como boxeaba. ¿Tú crees que tú puedes descontrolarlo, sacarlo de su juego? ¿Tú crees que cuando le empiezas a meter presión y golpes, él puede regresar a ser el mismo que peleó las últimas dos peleas?
Pues no creo, no creo que... Yo le digo que voy a hacer mi trabajo, que va a ser a ganarle. Yo no pienso hacer que vuelva a un estilo de boxeo. Él ojalá venga bien preparado para una guerra, ¿no? Que él venga bien preparado para ganarme. Porque yo creo que yo me estoy preparando para ganarle. Independientemente del estilo que él salga, yo voy a hacer todo mi trabajo que he aplicado aquí en el gimnasio. Y que si tenemos que boxear al contragolpe, pues hay que estar adentro con él. Mi mentalidad está a ganar la pelea.
Okay, his answer was, I'm going to do my game plan. I can't worry about him, being the fighter he was, or whether he's going to resort to being the fighter he was the last couple of fights. I can't worry about that. I got to do my game plan, what I've been working towards in the gym. I will say this, that I'm going to be in great shape. I'm going to be really war. If he wants to box, we can box. If he wants to stand and fight, we can fight. If I have to counter or be on the inside, whatever it is, I'm just training to win. And that's my game plan. I gotta win.